Take a load off, grab a seat. Pull up a chair, prop up your feet. That's fine by me. Fine by me. Yeah. It's podcast time.
One of my new favorite trends right now on these TikToks or social media
by me
is whenever it's like Sydney Sweeney's in front of the mirror and she's like getting ready and it's like, this is me and my girlfriend getting ready while I'm in the shower practicing for like Matchbox 20 or Creed or whatever.
Is that Sydney Sweeney?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought that was the...
And he's like singing all sorts of shit. She's crying.
Yeah, no, that is one of my favorite meme formats right now. But
Yeah.
I didn't know that was Sweeney.
Yeah,
I
it
thought
is.
that was the the big-eyed girl from Mean Girls.
Amanda Seyfried, the one that looks like
tell-
Gollum.
She would touch her breasts and go, "We got 30%
Chance of moisture or whatever,
moisture
rain. Her
today,
nipples are
rain,
hard.
whatever.
No, that's a different chick. That is Sydney Sweeney.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
She doesn't. I obviously don't.
That's
know
your
what
girl,
Sydney-
Wes, dude. What's up, man?
I obviously don't know what she looks like well enough.
She said, my eyes are up here, buddy.
I've shared so many of those memes. I always
yeah.
thought it was that girl from Mean Girls.
They are hilarious. Did you bring a crack rock or something? What is this?
What do you
These
mean?
are my special stones.
What do
Okay.
these stones do?
That one's for fertility.
Are you retarded?
Yeah, I come on that one.
Jesus Christ.
My fertility
It's a-
stone.
Come on, it's a Cam Patterson.
Is
joke.
that why it's wet? I know. I'm just listening to him. He said he came on it, so I set it back
Oh,
down.
I didn't see that. I didn't hear the Cam.
Yeah, he said he came on it. It's fertility rock.
If you walk in my house, there's a pretty good chance there's cum on something. If you
Nice.
touch something.
He said,
Hey, I slipped on that couch. Might have came on it too. Who knows? I was
Jeez.
pretty banged up that night, so.
note to self, don't go over Nick's house.
Dude, just take a big whiff when you walk in.
No, I'm good.
if
no
you don't
thanks.
mind.
And was it long after I was over there that all of the fucking shelves fell off the wall?
Yeah.
Like they just happen to fall off the wall?
And then I started collecting these rocks, and
That
that
was-
one's the blue one's for productivity.
You keep on collecting rocks, you better get some stronger shelves, it sounds like.
Yeah.
If they're just falling
I
off the wall.
reimbursed them.
Yeah.
Reimbursed them. Reinforced them? God.
Oh god, we got a third one.
Just
What's
what
the
Nick
third one?
needs is another habit.
That's actually slag rock right there.
What's that mean?
That is the byproduct for making steel. When you make steel, you mix all these minerals raw from the earth together, and it makes steel. But
Raw.
there is a burn off. The waste material creates this blue rock.
I bet they'd cut
And
the
then
shit out of you if
Up
you
in the
wasn't careful.
mountains, when they would make iron ore, they would have like these small
Feels cool.
iron mills,
Uh-huh.
and they would crush this up and use it for gravel for the roads. So the gravel roads leading up to these little iron mills
Yeah.
are blue stone like this.
And that's in Kentucky?
Yeah, and it's illegal to take them from
Oh,
state
nice.
park. So,
So-
Awesome.
That's
Yeah.
so you've made it illegal.
And now we're just going to be
Now
on a,
we're
on a
on-
produced.
Okay, so wait, does that mean anything though? The other two, fertility,
That one
productivity,
is
third one's just cool
no, that one is
or illegal.
that
more
one's
so.
for witchcraft.
He was-
Anti-witchcraft.
He was here for 20 minutes earlier, and I just now noticed his fanny pack like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, he was doing some kind of weird humping motion earlier, and I noticed the pack. I actually thought it was his balls hitting the back of his taint, and then I
Golly.
realized it was
Making
actually a fanny pack.
Making an audio noise.
Audio.
Audible. Yeah.
Audio. God.
Boys, I'm not going to correct myself today. I'm going to fly. Okay. We are in.
I think he's got a little more retarded since the last time we seen him, which I didn't know that could happen.
But that rock's anti-witchcraft.
But the black one's a sex stone.
Yeah.
Just another fucking rock, right? What else?
Rock
That one?
4 we got.
that one is for. That one's for vanity.
Oh,
that
yeah?
one's for making sure I stay healthy and looking good.
I got some real silver
Oh,
from
you
the
got one
moon.
over there.
Moon
This is from the
silver.
moon.
What's moon?
Did you get that from Cracker Barrel?
Yeah, from the moon.
Actually,
actually,
like a glass case. and-
I think
I can't believe we both said moon silver.
I think my daughter got it from the creek and she painted it. It's got gold on it too.
Hell
It's
yeah.
all different colors. Blue.
fool
See, it kind of
gold.
matches your little rock.
she ruined the resale value of it.
It's
for
got
sure.
more value to me than it could ever have any kind of money
that's so
value.
That's so cute.
It's,
Yeah,
Man, I can't wait to
little-
have kids.
They'll break you down, dude. They'll break you
make
down.
You the softest
They
motherfucker
will,
on the
dude. I
planet.
used to never cry
and
till
then
I
when
had
your mom
kids.
leaves you, it'll be the saddest day of your life.
You cry some more. Hey, 5 years ago today, guys, I got my leg chopped off.
All right.
Today, the very day.
Wow.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
my sister, I wasn't even thinking about it. My sister sent me a picture of me dying in a hospital bed, and I was like, oh, great. I remember this.
R.I.P. to that leg.
Man, look how shitty I
half
looked
a
at that
leg.
picture. Look, he looks sick in that
God,
picture.
He looked bad in that picture.
yeah.
Maybe I'll throw that on the fucking screen.
Oh, I got worse ones than that. You should see me after I got it cut off, and I was like still like trying to get my blood like back up,
Yeah.
and I was like looked like a fucking vampire.
I just didn't like how blonde you were.
Well, that's my natural hair
I
color.
thought it looked like he colored it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looked
I've
colored.
never
It
colored
did
it.
not look natural.
If I
That
cut my hair
six-
short, it looks like that now. If I was to cut it short,
That
Don't
6
do that.
stone is to help me keep all my limbs.
y'all don't like my fucking blonde hair. What do you? Dude, my hair's this. Hold on a minute. Let's pump the brakes, because my hair's been blonde my whole life. You motherfuckers. What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't known you your whole
Oh
life.
my god. Anyway,
Your hair is.
Just, I mean, you did look like a douchebag.
well, I'm kind of a
You
dickhead, but
kind of did. I thought you were coloring it like tips, like you would do in the '90s.
Never
That's
did,
what
For
it
your
man.
bowling league.
if I get out in the
because it
sun,
wasn't because it's not your whole head of hair.
Yeah.
We're putting this on the screen, so if you're watching, I'm going to be able to see this. I don't, whatever time it is, I'll figure it out. But it looks like it's only your tips that are blonde.
yeah, it's because of the sun though. When I'm out in the sun, it gets
You're in the
blonder.
fucking.
I had been
operating
out in the
room.
sun for 2 months every day before that, working.
I don't believe this motherfucker.
Well, you don't have to. You didn't know me then, did
Out there
you?
working.
I was out in the sun anyway. Man, I've been working very hard, but I was out in the sun.
How fast was your job calling you back after you got your leg cut off to come back to work?
Immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh, can you come in?
Can you come on back?
Dude, so whenever
Climb some poles for us, bud.
talking about that, I mean, like y'all see me, like I don't really have any part of me that looks like I would ever be blonde. I did have the douchebag.
You see, I've never
Like
colored my
tips
hair.
Whenever I was in middle school, because I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
But whenever my little brother came out, he was the only
Like, come out of the closet?
like come out of the womb.
Oh.
He come out of the womb
Not
with
gay.
blonde hair, which
Must not
is-
run the family.
So blonde hair coming out of the womb, we're like, all right, well, it'll just darken up over time. He stayed blonde until he was like 11 or 12 years old, and we got no blonde in our family. It's all brown.
It's like,
And it finally, I don't know, probably like I said, 11 or 12, it finally turned to brown. His beard's kind of orange, reddish, sort of. But it was the weird. We always like, what's the milkman situation going on? What are you? 6/12, June 12th. That's my birthday, baby.
happy birthday.
Happy 6:12 Central Standard Time, everyone.
Right. In the PM. Not AM.
I don't know
PM.
why Nick showed that to me.
Here, look
It
at
was
the
just
time.
weird.
I was just setting my phone down.
It was weird that it was right on 6/12.
Oh, me. Well, hey, y'all want to get into it this week or what?
Into, baby.
What is your last meal if you had to pick your last meal?
Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah, we're going right
Just
into
like
it.
that. Probably pussy.
Huh?
Ooh.
Pussy, did you say?
A little bit of cunnilingus.
You definitely wouldn't go with a full stomach. So
Raw.
Slightly
No
cooked.
dapper damn.
Day old, he said.
What
He
was
wants
it?
day old.
Damn.
He wants day old
Dental
pussy.
damn. What's that thing?
Dill damn.
Dental dam?
That's the thing you put it. It's like the.
Is it dental?
Dental,
so,
like they
yeah.
put it in their mouth so they don't, like, isn't that what that is?
No, I thought dill dam was like the female condom that they throw in there.
Is that the one that's like that big ass, like,
Yeah,
sleeve they
yeah.
put in?
Can't believe.
I've seen memes of that. It's like, yes,
Hold
dude's
on.
this chick's dick's
Hold on,
huge.
I've never looked up.
Golly.
I've never looked up a diddle dam, and I'm about to do it right now.
Yeah,
Diddle dam.
groundbreaking. You heard it here first, folks.
Oh, what?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I didn't know what that
can't wait
was.
to hear that on
This is out of control already.
Diddle dam contraceptive. Okay. Yeah, it's. Oh no, it's just. Oh no.
Oh no.
It's just like this piece of elastic that goes over the vagina.
That's wild,
And then you
dude.
just throw it in there, baby.
We've come a long way.
It's literally like a square. Like, I don't even.
They still make
I
those?
don't even know if
wonder?
I need to put this on the screen. It's just a square.
Where do you even
piece
buy
of
something like that?
elastic.
You got to order those? They don't sell those at Walmart.
DoorDash.
DoorDash, Postmates.
Amazon.
Before condoms, prostitutes, I know back in the Wild West, used to stuff sponges up there
Gross.
to absorb the semen.
Uh,
That's this week on What Are They Doing?
That's this week on What is toxic shock syndrome?
Oh God, yeah, it's true too,
Dude.
Oh,
You just gotta pull it out and squeeze
They
it.
just reuse it.
Yeah, just squeeze it out.
Dude.
Go dip it in the horse trough outside.
I mean,
Wild,
you
Wild
think
West.
We're talking about the wild. We're talking about the triple dub. That's probably not the worst thing that had to go on back then. So
Right.
We're talking about a banger, Wild Wild West by Will Smith.
yeah,
Have y'all-
We've talked about it before.
Have we? How good
Yeah.
that song is?
Oh, Wild Wild West.
The song.
Yeah, I know.
Ah.
Matt and Shane literally use it for their.
They do
front
use it for
song.
their intro song. Have y'all ever seen A Million Ways to Die in the West?
Yes.
It's on Netflix right now. And Sarah Silverman's character is married to Giovanni Ribisi's character.
Yeah.
And, like, they don't have sex. They're not, well, no, I'm sorry. They're not married yet.
Yeah.
But she's a prostitute.
Yeah.
So she's upstairs, like, in this saloon getting fucked by all these dudes. And, like, as soon as he get the opening scene, like, where you find out, like, who they are, he's, like, waiting for her to get done. And he's talking to this bartender. And you hear her upstairs. And she's like, yes, shoot that dirty cowboy cum all over me. And then she gets downstairs. And she goes to give him a kiss. And she has, like, cum on her face. And he's like,
yeah, I know. I
he's like, you
remember.
got a little something on your face.
Ugh. God, that's disgusting.
Speaking of gross shit from the Wild Wild West.
Yeah,
If he would just get shot over nothing, you know?
yeah. What was
We're going to get back to that.
There was another one that I just watched recently.
Don't forget.
Fastest Gun in the West or something. I can't remember. I just
Right.
watched it recently. It's kind of a newer movie, but it was kind of dumb. Also, all it was like a town that was taken over by.
Magnificent Seven?
No, I've seen
That's
that.
a good movie.
Yeah, it was like a town that taken over by this warlord type of guy for whatever that would be called back in the day, and then like he just made this
A white.
Insurrectionist.
like made this league of shooting. He just had a
Extraordinary
tournament.
Well, that's
like
cool.
pretty much the tournament ended up. It was
The Quick and the Dead.
I think that's it actually. The Quick and
Russell
the Dead.
Crowe, or Leonardo DiCaprio,
Yeah.
90s movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good movie. Sharon Stone, I
That's
think.
kinda dumb.
It's a classic kind of Western style
it's
90s
kinda
movie.
dumb.
It's got a good guy and a bad
Yeah,
guy.
The Quick and the Dead is absolutely what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
and it's so every year that they do this tournament, it's fixed because it always ends up.
Gene
like-
Hackman.
Yeah, you
Yep.
end up having to go against him in the end, and if somehow
You beat him.
you beat him, you
His
still get fucking
his
rocked.
cronies fucking shoot you down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's shitty.
Yeah,
Sounds rigged to me, kind of like things are now.
yeah. Well, that's the government for you.
That's
huh?
the government. That's whoever's in charge
Yeah.
for you. So back to your last meal. What
Oh,
would
last
it
meal. I
be?
forgot
Yeah,
what-
yeah, man.
I already answered. Hey, hold on, I already answered.
You think they would let me have
grilled
psilocybin
shrimp?
mushroom?
Otherwise,
It's whatever you want.
Psilocybin
It's
mushroom?
whatever you want to have.
I think I would just trip off.
that'd be a good one. That's a good one.
You could have it with it. I mean, you don't have to have just one
On
thing.
the side.
You could just have, I think what I'm just going to say is
I love fried apples.
fried
I
apples.
like fried apples.
Yeah, if it's got to be something edible, like if it's got to be something edible, like no jokes aside, I said it on the page the other day, but grilled shrimp's probably my
Grilled
favorite
shrimp.
thing. Grilled shrimp, maybe throw some pasta in there, a little linguine or something. I'm good with that. But I'm gonna piggyback off of Nick. I'm gonna eat a whole
You gonna eat some
bunch of
shrooms?
mushrooms for sure.
Well, I think because
chair, boss man.
be hearing colors.
Can you imagine getting electrocuted? Well, they don't electrocute anymore. I
They
don't
do
think.
in 7 states. You can use it. They don't.
Okay.
It's not their
It's
main
probably
thing.
normally-
Utah
Did they
uses
bring
a
the
shooting
noose back
squad.
this year?
Imagine going out with the like
The injection, yeah, and you're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
What is this? Bye bye.
You have a really bad trip as soon as it happens. It really wouldn't matter, would it?
Oh no.
What
I'm,
if you could request your way? Like, if I was like, can
You
you,
can in
you
some
do
states.
the crushing stones, please? Or draw and quarter me?
No, there's no shot that I'd want to be drawn.
drawing a cord. No.
Maybe.
But for one split second, though, it'd feel really fucking good because you'd pop vertebrae in your
Oh,
back
true,
that
that
had
would
never
be.
been popped.
Back in
I
the
would
day,
take a real sharp guillotine because back in the day,
Quick.
guillotines were not as sharp as they are portrayed in
Right,
movies.
it
Like they
might
had to
be
do it a couple
dull.
times.
But I think if it gets your spinal cord, I think that's pretty much it.
yeah, you wouldn't feel it anyway, and that's the back. So
that's fair.
you might be
yes.
conscious though. You just wouldn't feel
I still
anything.
wouldn't like that. I just want to be.
I think one of the
One and
shittiest
done.
ones they used to take a team of horses and tie some horses
That's
to
drawn
one
and
arm.
quartered.
It's drawn and quarter.
Oh, that's drawn and quartered.
Yeah.
I thought drawn and quartered is whenever they like
They tie
cut your insides out and everything.
No, drawn and quartered is they tie your arms
to
your
your
horse,
legs,
and then legs to
and
another.
pull you out.
And then they just pull you one way.
Sometimes it was 4 horses, one for each.
Fuck,
Oh, that
dude.
could be true too.
That'd be quartered for sure. That'd be boom, 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 boom.
West Google. Shit.
I think I'm going to get cheeseburger, guys. Okay, let's go with that because I can't eat red meat anymore. I'm just getting a cheeseburger.
But you can eat
GMO.
processed meat.
I don't eat any of that anymore either. No, fucking ground turkey,
you're
poultry.
gonna go out for the red
I'm
meat.
going to go out
like,
itching
okay, this is
and
it.
swollen throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, itching and fucking
Pooping everywhere.
pooping. Well, yeah, pooping it. Mainly itching, man.
I'm in
Made me
charge
itch.
of I'm chaperoning a college trip next
Mm-hmm.
week, and I'm in charge of finding the hiking for the morning hours.
Oh yeah,
And in Blue Ridge, Georgia, there is a poop island that
Poop Island.
you can kayak to. Drew my interest, as you can tell. Been thinking about it for days. Poop Island.
What's on there?
I don't know.
Poop.
I don't know, Josh. But we're
So
gonna
mushrooms, cheeseburger, pussy.
find out. That's our next.
That's a buffet.
That's our next iTunes hit right there.
Is it?
Mushrooms, burger, pussy,
Pussy,
mushrooms,
money, weed.
burger.
Pussy.
Isn't
Pussy,
that Lil
money,
Wayne?
weed.
Isn't that Lil Wayne?
Yeah, Lee.
Pussy, money, weed. I don't know if we're right on this drawn and quartered thing. I thought for sure that's what it was, but I'm also having a little trouble reading this right now.
What does it say?
It's like you are drawn, so you're pulled by a horse
Yeah.
to the place that you're getting hung.
I don't know. I know
I
they used
don't
to just
know.
cut. They would cut your entrails out and pull all your intestines
Well,
out.
okay, so I think you might be a little bit right on that. What is that whenever you get pulled apart?
I don't know.
I thought that was for sure drawn.
I know that
and
one
quartered.
thing is like they put you on that table and stretch you out too. You know, twist the damn gears and like pull your arms and shit out.
Okay, this expression alludes to two brutal forms of execution. In one, the victim was drawn by a horse to a gallows, hanged, and then cut into 4 pieces and scattered. In the other, the victim was hanged, disemboweled while still alive, and then beheaded and dismembered. So it's kind of a loose explanation
I
of
think
what we
another
were trying to get to.
A shitty one would be the brazen bull,
Oh, the one where it's like the gold bull or copper
brass bull, copper, whatever it is. They put them
and
inside
yeah.
and put the fire underneath them. The dude that invented it was its first victim.
What?
Yeah, like the king or whoever had him make it, he had him get in it first, and he set his ass on fire
What the hell? Why'd he do that?
and see if it worked.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man, some diabolical motherfuckers, man. Diabolical. Yeah, dude, good job. Let's test it out. Go
Test
throw
it
him
out.
in there. Yeah.
Awful.
And they even put like in the end of it, like where its little mouth was, they put like different pitches. So like whenever somebody screamed, it would make like a song. So like whenever they
I do
scream,
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
reeds or whatever you want to call
Mhm.
it. Yeah, that's some
I think it
wild
was
shit.
wooden reeds. At
We've
the
come a
end.
real long way since then.
Have
We
we?
haven't. No, that's what I'm saying. If there wasn't certain things or people looked bad or people didn't know about it, that people would still be doing that shit.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure there's probably some crazy stuff that goes on over,
Anywhere.
Africa.
I'm sure.
I mean, what about old barbecue over in Haiti?
Yeah. There's some wild shit going on in West Virginia or Arkansas or
Find out that old barbecue was not.
a real person.
Well, he was a real person, but it wasn't the person in that video.
Oh.
I don't know. That was too long ago for me to even. I wasn't going to walk back my statements on barbecue because it was too funny, to be honest.
I haven't thought about it since. Walk back our statement.
What were you talking about before Wes got here? You was like, I'm going to save it for the podcast. You said something, and I was like, save it. It was something pretty funny. It'll come to us here in a minute.
No, I said I was going to wait until Wes got here, but I couldn't talk about it on the podcast.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
After then.
Whack.
Yeah, I know. It is whack.
Wiggity wag.
Wiggity
Man,
whack.
have y'all
Thanks for
seen
bringing it
this?
up.
I know Nick probably hasn't, but kept up with like what's going on the past week. We're 2 weeks out of the debate now.
Me and you talked today. I pretty much kept it. I watched the state because we were waiting on the White House press briefing. So
Yeah,
in the
we waited-
meantime,
Yeah, me and Josh waited an hour and a half.
they played the
for
State
press
Department, which was like the crazy shit that's going on in Israel and Ukraine,
Yeah.
and he didn't answer any questions
Yeah,
at
I
all.
was gonna say that was there was nothing happened.
And then they showed the Democratic people, like the leaders in the Democratic Party, talking about how like all they care about it's not going for Joe Biden; it's pretty much going against Trump.
Yeah.
It ain't even about that. It's just not the guy. I don't remember his name that talked today, but they're trying to get a Democrat. Huh?
Lincoln.
No, that was the Secretary of State. This was a Democrat
Indian
congressman.
The Asian fella?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, him. But they were talking about how Trump will never be back in office. That we can't go back down that road, and they're going to do everything in their power to make sure that don't happen. But if you look at the polls, it's about 70% Trump now, and it's gaining by the day because they leave that old guy in office. They're both old.
I don't understand how they even think it's a
Either
thing
one of them.
that really anybody could beat Trump at this point. But I do agree with them.
And they're talking about something called Project 2025.
that no Republican I know.
I've never even heard of it till today.
Yeah, I saw this somewhere earlier today, and somebody described it as the Democrats' QAnon because it's like just this nonsense thing.
Yeah, like, I looked it up, and there's not really much on it.
Yeah,
it's a myth.
It was a conservative think tank that brought it up. I think it was like Patriot Forward or something Forward. I think that like it's just like a conservative think tank that. But it's not even a policy that anybody's even considered.
They're not going to ban abortion nationwide.
No,
they're not going to do that.
No,
Trump's not going to do that.
I was surprised that they.
It takes a lot to do that.
I was surprised they overturned Roe versus Wade, but
yeah, I was too.
But really,
I understand.
The way I see it, it was answering a lot of the Democrats' wishes with abortion because it was. All it does is give the states the power.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
exactly.
Which we're for small government, I think, all three of us, so states power for sure,
So nobody just understood what Roe versus Wade was.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
Everybody just gets mad. They know how to get each party your most normal people are going to get upset about guns and abortion. So that's the first things they throw out because that's all anybody cares about.
So I do understand it.
I wish I was aborted.
Yeah.
But
Some days.
yeah.
Some days.
I'm sorry,
Is it too late?
No, I was just saying, like, it does suck for the people that were already in states where it was obviously legal through Roe versus Wade.
And that should be protected for individual rights,
Yeah,
I think. That's my opinion. I'm pro-choice, but whatever.
I'm very pro-choice.
Yeah.
Just because as long as it doesn't mess with me, I don't care.
I'm not a woman either. So,
But at the same time, I think it should be a state issue.
yes.
But there was a time, I don't know if this ever went through, but I remember Texas being like, we're going to prosecute people that leave the state
Yeah.
and
Go like to New Mexico or Arizona
and get an
or
abortion or whatever.
Colorado.
You shouldn't be able to do that.
No.
Shouldn't be able to do that.
And people that push that shit, that's a slippery slope because once they start giving them a little bit of power, what else are they going to tell you can't do?
Exactly.
It's going to be something that you don't like eventually.
Exactly.
So-
I know conservatives are big, and I'm a Christian as well.
Christian.
God-fearing guy or whatever. But at the same time, like as far as government goes, like all of us.
There's
should want
separation of church and state.
Well, I don't even care about that. All of us just want less government. We shouldn't want anybody telling us what we can and can't.
Nobody
do.
wants that.
I don't want anybody
This is
telling
America.
me what I can and can't do. If I want to have 5,000 guns, I want to have 5,000 guns.
If I can afford an F-15.
I personally would never have an abortion myself. So whatever that says about me, but at the same time, like if you want to be gay and get married, go for it, dude. Like I don't care. Like it doesn't matter to me.
If you want to be gay and don't get married, go for it.
Yeah. If you want to be straight and don't get married, go for it.
Fucking go for it, dude.
The thing that sucks about that, let me get on a horse for a second.
Jump on that horse, Wes.
Live your life, baby.
Tax breaks.
Yeah.
Like, it is a funny movie.
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry?
Yes. It's a funny
Oh,
movie, but it's a
yeah.
very good premise.
It's very educational.
Do you think that...
I've got friends that have been separated for 4 years, but are still legally married because of their tax.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
They were just like
Insurance and everything.
Yeah,
You know?
insurance, everything. Because it always works out. There's always like one person that has like some kind of corporate job, and then the other person is... They're just not. They have like a local job.
They have
Nick.
one leg.
Like
they have
Nick,
one
like-
leg and just chill.
Yeah, or like one leg of Nick. Or like Nick, he has his own
One leg
business. So obviously, I don't know your insurance situation. But
we don't have that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
assuming
hard
you
to
don't
'cause
have
it's
Cigna or
expensive.
Aetna or anything like
Blue
that.
Cross, Blue Shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's the way it works.
And that's shitty that he can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's
Oh, yeah.
cost too much.
yeah.
I mean,
I might get to sign up for Medicare.
yeah, well, something's better than nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
you've been paying taxes your whole life.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with that.
It's not like, and you probably one of the more hardworking guys I know.
That
even
you don't
though-
never go to the doctor. So I mean,
Yeah.
you're not going to like exploit it.
Yeah.
I self-medicate.
Yeah, that's good.
Well,
Man,
like I
you've
said,
been
I mean,
fortunate,
like I
be
said,
lucky, to be healthy.
You've always had like a pretty legit job that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
At least, so I'm just like, if somebody should
By the books, baby.
take advantage, maybe not right.
I wouldn't say by the books. let's not get crazy.
Pump the brakes.
Yeah, let's take it easy. Let's take it easy.
Well, where were we going? We were
I
talking.
walked in my granddad's car lot the other day, and I said, "The IRS," and he
jumped up. He said, "Oh,
flashed his gun at me." That's so funny.
Tax man.
Taxman's here. Taxman's here, Pop."
Not welcome. Not welcome. What
This rock is for the IRS.
Yeah, let's keep them some bitches away. Even though they screw me every year somehow, but
Good vibes. We're sending good vibes.
what
Good vibes.
So what were you going on about the Senate thing earlier?
The
Congress.
invention of the cotton gin.
Oh, yeah, they were just talking about, and then it went to the Republicans, right?
Yeah.
And they were like pretty much the opposite. We need to get this guy. He's obviously not been running the country for the past 3.5 years. Are we just going to have 4 more years? He's going to die in office.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10. You know, not to talk. They were like, all due respect. They're like, chances are you seen him.
Yeah.
They were like, dude.
Yeah.
And then he had an interview again last Friday night with George Stephanopoulos, and it was a train wreck. He wouldn't answer any questions. He just smiled real big. He's like, yeah, I can beat Trump. He cannot
I was
beat
gonna
Trump.
say I put that on on our Facebook.
But they were just back and
and it
forth.
was just like,
Well, they did him up real big though. He looked like a Miami drug dealer.
He like had a bunch of Botox
Yeah.
and
It
everything,
looked like
makeup,
He had a spray tan.
lights on him.
Why did they let that guy do that?
I don't know. He
It
tore
was-
apart too. He didn't take no slack. He's like, "Are you being honest with yourself? Can you be healthy to do this?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I do a mental cognitive test every day." And he's like, "When? You sleep till 10. You work from 11 to 4, and you walk around aimlessly."
Dude, and I don't remember what day it was. It was in the last few days. He was on Morning Joe.
Yeah,
I think maybe that's Pierce Morgan.
it's just a morning coffee
Yeah.
drinking show.
maybe not. Pierce
It's like a national news though, isn't
But
it?
either way,
opinion
he called
show.
into it and like talked, quote unquote, talked for like 18 minutes, and it was just him like kind of yelling
Yeah.
for 18 minutes about nonsense, and you could hear people in the background telling him what to say,
Yeah, dude.
and then B, you could hear like paper swashing around.
Well, that's why we know that's why it took so long to get the press conference together today. They were like, "Dude, what the fuck are we gonna say to these people?" They're like, "We got to have a plan before she goes out there because they're gonna be like, hey, every question was, hey, we seen this dude at the debate. We know it's just the same question, a different question every time it gets to another
He's
person."
like, y'all been beating this dead horse for the past
Yeah,
week or
dude.
whatever. And
Well, he did it.
and we're like, yeah, obviously he looks like he's gonna die at any moment.
If the Democrats were smart, they would go ahead and put Kamala out there.
See, I know, and I don't think that I don't know how that works with Kamala at least, but I know for sure it's against like a
Campaign
like
PAC, super PAC shit.
PAC code
Yeah.
or whatever. Like they
Donations.
they can't give back that money, or they can, but like there ain't no way they're going to.
They raised $125 million just last month, I think.
I know it is funny in the debate, or maybe it was in one of those interviews after the debate. He like kind of talked down to the elite Democrats, and then like the day after that, he hosted like a big
dinner,
event,
like a banquet or something,
a big event
to
in
raise money.
in the East Hamptons,
Golly.
and he raised like billions of dollars at that.
But all those people play both sides.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
giving money to Trump and probably to RFK too, because
Yeah.
they're going to stack the deck.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to always play
Just
a
betting
winning
on
horse.
All the horses.
Yeah,
They're like,
because
"Hey,
they can.
remember?"
I mean,
Yeah.
they can.
They absolutely
You
can,
remember? Yeah, congressmen are the same. I mean, to congressmen and to senators the same way.
I know there's something that I know. I think it's probably something Sam Tripoli says all the time. It's like if you know their name, then they're probably not that important. And
Right.
they don't have that much money in comparison to
Those
what
people.
what the big guys
The big
actually
people.
have.
Yeah.
Like
the
the
ones
big
you
guy-
don't see in the news.
Yeah, the ones you don't know their name.
that are guarded by corporations.
Yeah.
You know.
like Rothschilds are probably way up there. And
The
that's
Koch brothers, Koch
George
brothers,
Soros.
or whatever.
Yeah, Soros, Rothschilds,
Bill Gates.
Koch brothers. Yeah, Gates.
Even
is
though
up
you,
there.
you don't hear much about him anymore either.
Yeah, he's getting kind of in the wind. But all of the people that are above those people are like you just don't know who they are, but they're out there making the decisions.
They
for
out there
everybody
lurking, out
This
there just
rock-
pulling their puppet
This rocks
strings.
for them.
out here pulling these puppets.
Texas,
Is that dung? Is that old bison dung?
Just good vibes. Good vibes.
Okay.
Whichever one was against witchcraft is the one that you should do for them as well.
Okay, we'll put those in a category, subcategory.
This dude's like Thanos.
This one's IRS. This is cum.
This is mine.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, he's taking
yours.
this back, getting it away from the
That
cum
one's
rock.
low value. It's
Getting it
been
away
painted
from
on
the cum rock.
by 7
High value. She's 9. And grow up. Talk about my baby like that.
Oh man, yeah, and I think it was so. Biden-
Who's also blonde headed.
So I hate to fuck with this guy so much, but he's so easy to mess with right now. But he's had a Parkinson doctor
For 10 times he's come. I've seen
like
that.
12 times.
Yeah.
8 times in the last
And
8 months.
that Parkinson doctor said it was for other people in the White House. Who the fuck is he
no,
saying?
it's actually I read today that it's on their public record that he was there and he was there to see Biden.
Yeah.
I didn't read the name. I didn't. But
That doctor's name?
yeah, I didn't read the doctor's name or whatever. I may have, and I was.
Who was the?
But it wasn't. Oh, so hold on, let me take that back. Let me run that back real quick. Parkinson doctors is a silly thing to say. It was a neurologist.
Yeah.
Neurologist.
Was it Truman that like? Had
Hopefully not the same one treating Michael J. Fox. Anyway, go ahead.
that had a health episode and was basically on his deathbed, and his wife was running the country for like.
As
a couple
FDR,
months.
Eleanor Roosevelt.
FDR?
Yeah.
That's who Jill Biden thinks she is. She thinks
She's not
doing the
Eleanor
service.
Roosevelt,
Yeah,
though.
she's
doing
not
the country
Eleanor. No
service.
shot. No shot.
And
I've got this.
And also, FDR was on his 4th consecutive term at that point.
Oh yeah, he was the only one that did.
Only
4.
one.
Yeah. Only one that did over 2.
And that's
right?
just because of the time. It was a very tumultuous time. I mean, you had the Great Depression, then you had World War II.
Yeah.
So they just kept him,
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, and he was doing a good job. I mean,
Yeah.
So doing a bang up job.
Doing big time. He was at a big time in the office.
Yeah, last good Democrat president we had.
But and the guy that Biden
That'd be the
sees
last
for
good
like his
president we had.
normal like physicals or whatever.
Yeah, 3 times a year.
Is like his friend.
Yeah,
It's just
He
it's
can
a,
push-
and a guy
yeah.
he does business with.
Yeah, he can just write down whatever.
Yeah, he just why would we trust?
Why
this
would we
guy?
believe anything they say anyway? You know
That's
what I mean?
true. Why, I don't know why we would believe anything that
I
they
don't
say
believe
anyways.
nothing.
I believe in miracles. Praise the Lord.
Remember that time that Rand Paul got beat up in his neighborhood?
I know it was a good time.
Oh, I know that story pretty well.
Let's hear it.
I lived right next to him in Bowling Green when it
Yeah.
happened. Pretty close.
Yeah.
Fairly close.
Yeah, my buddy's Uncle Larry lived in River Green.
River Green
subdivision.
subdivision,
And
I lived off of Riverwood.
Rand Paul and his neighbor hated each other.
Right.
The neighbor was a heart surgeon.
Okay.
Hated each other. Rand Paul was mowing his yard on his riding mower, and the heart surgeon came sprinting across the yard and speared him, broke 3 of his ribs.
Hell yeah.
Speared him off his riding
Did he
mower.
go to prison for that shit?
I think he sued him for like $100,000.
Damn.
Clear cut, baby.
Clear
Why
cut.
is Rand Paul mowing his own yard?
Why can't you just beat up your neighbor anymore if you get into a fight?
People like
For
mowing their
real.
yard. People like
That's probably maybe that could be as like a decompressed time or something. Get out of the house.
You're a senator or whatever.
He's
he
a
is.
senator.
Yeah, he's a senator.
Yeah.
You should not be putting yourself out there in the line of.
Well,
Problems.
it's a gated neighborhood. You know.
but still, like in Bowling Green, Kentucky, anybody get in there and pop one
That's
off.
true. He ran through a gate there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
I've
same
been in some
neighborhood.
Yeah, I got felony criminal mischief.
The same neighborhoods. You're right.
Yeah, I was
You're
gonna say,
exactly
I've
right.
been in some gated
I stand
neighborhoods
corrected.
I shouldn't be,
You're right.
shouldn't have ever been in. I didn't get caught, but I
I
was
did
in
run
them.
through the gate the night before. I went.
Stupid. What were you thinking?
I didn't see it.
God, okay.
Didn't see a fucking.
I went to go pick up my buddies. They were drinking at Uncle Larry's, and then I had about 4 shots.
Yeah, of course.
And the last thing I said before I got in the truck was, "See if y'all can keep up." With me." I ran through that gate and I stopped. My buddies were behind me. In
What
their
kind of truck was it?
Nissan Frontier.
Just a little truck.
Hell yeah.
Wasn't right after that.
No,
I'll tell
I
you
wouldn't
that.
think so.
Transmission
Iron
out.
gate.
Yeah, but they were like, "What did you do?" I said, "I ran through this gate doing 40."
I did.
They said, "Why were you doing 40?"
40.
I said, "Because I hit the brakes at 60."
Damn.
Yeah.
White knuckling the steering wheel.
No lights on it. No lights on that gate. Like it was just, it was in
Did you
the
plead
dark
your
corners.
case? There was no lights on the
No,
gate.
there wasn't no plea, no case after that. It was like, you know what? I did it.
Oh,
Fuck it.
you know, all them guys in there were friends with the judge.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cameras too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
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 No cameras to prove there's no lights. I could have represented you in this situation. I feel like I could have got you out of this.
20 hours of community service.
Well,
I could have got you 40.
That's not terrible. I could have got you half of that, 60 hours.
Judge Potter.
What did you do for your community service?
I worked the concerts on the square every Friday and built props for
The Arts Council?
For the Arts Council.
Well, that's cool.
I'll say that's
stuff you
barely
like, too.
community service,
Yeah, that's
but-
stuff you'd have been there anyway.
Yeah.
That's the thing they don't know.
No,
Already
I
there.
wouldn't
Whatever,
have.
dude.
No, I wouldn't have.
You're a
Better
thespian.
picking up trash on the side of the road in 100-degree heat.
Or weed eating or some
Or,
shit.
yeah, weed eating
God,
or
dude.
Yeah, she let me the community
thought-
service lady let me pick.
Yeah,
my
you can
shit.
pick. I think you can pick pretty much like what you want to,
Who
within
picks
reason.
to go weed eat or pick up trash.
I guess if that's all you know, if you get down to crunch time, if you wait, if you were to procrastinate and you got down,
Do
you're
I
like,
wanna
oh
go
shit.
clean kennels at the dog shelter, or,
Or-
would I rather weed eat? on it,
Yeah,
or pick up trash?
you know, sometimes
I'd
you
go
may not have a
clean
choice.
kennels over trash and everything else. I like dogs though. I would know that there was at least a chance I'd get to pet a
Oh,
dog.
you get some loving, I guess. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
If you're on the side of the road, there's just people throwing water bottles at
Yeah,
you.
people might run your ass over, texting and driving. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whenever you pulled in, I said, Wes gonna hit your car as he's texting and fucking driving again.
I had a buddy, let's say, was going through an episode
Yeah.
a couple years ago, and there was traffic on 1008 in between Minute Mart and IGA. I was like, what is going on? And I got up there, and it's my buddy. He's got his truck parked diagonally in the road, and he's picking up trash off the side of the road and putting into the
But he's got
bed
the
of his
road
truck.
blocked.
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
Had
And
it
then
shut
about
down.
2 weeks later, he got arrested in Hopkinsville
damn.
for obstructing a major highway. He was doing it in Hopkinsville.
That dude was on a mission, wasn't
Yeah.
he? He's just trying to make the world a better place.
I like to think that he picked a road and just cleaned it all the way
and got to that
Hopkinsville.
point, and
Yeah.
then like he got caught, or
Yeah.
he caused trouble.
Yeah, it took him 2 weeks to get there.
God.
But I like to think that's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened to him for
Yeah.
sure.
Man, what about so I had never known this until like the past 2 weeks. I don't know how I didn't know it, but they called Jill Biden Dr. Jill Biden.
Yeah,
She's
she's not a doctor, is she?
a doctor in education.
Yeah,
and
she's about as much of a doctor as we are.
she got it at 55.
Yeah.
How
That
old
was
is
a
she now?
non-great idea.
That's a good question. I'll find out.
She's not nowhere near 80. I know that.
She's a lot
I'm going to
younger
say
for
74.
Wasn't she his kid's babysitter?
Ooh, that's fine.
sure.
I'm-
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. She's still the
Nanny.
babysitter. Yeah.
Nanny.
Yeah, she's 73.
Ah, I said 74.
Yeah,
Well, she's
73.
older than what I thought she was, to be honest. She
Yeah.
looks younger than that.
Ah.
Or maybe
Josh?
maybe he just makes her look younger
Josh,
than
she's
that.
I
about
was
to be
gonna-
single soon.
Yeah, she's about to be on the
gonna-
market.
Whenever he dies.
Uh-huh.
You know, speaking of that, I had a thought. You know how, like, when a man dies, the woman is a widow, right? How come when a woman dies, the man is a widower?
I think it happened more, so the woman gets.
That's just like a
precedent
woman,
in
though,
that
playing a
name.
victim after life. You know what I mean? It's his fault. He widowed me.
Yeah.
He did it to me. He
went
killed
up
me.
and died.
Yeah, he
went up
killed
and
me.
died. Golly.
I think what happened was they were like, "Oh, he's a widow or widower,
Widower is more manly,
widow,
maybe,
or,
Widow.
because he may have killed her. That's probably why back then.
Could have been.
They're probably
like
like, you know
a
what?
widow. Wee.
Yeah,
We don't really know what happened.
that is
'Cause
pretty
it's
wild.
The wild,
though.
wild west. We
I
don't
just-
know what happens out here.
I just thought that was a pretty wild
Oh, he
thing.
woke up one day and there was a gunshot in her head, and he was like, "I don't know what happened."
When I woke up, dude, she was shot. Wild Bill Hickok coming
I
here last night.
rewatched- For some reason, that reminded me of the movie Double Jeopardy. with
Oh, that's a good one.
Kentucky's favorite, Ashley
Judd.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good movie.
But yeah, she just woke up with a knife in her hand
That,
and
on a boat,
blood.
right? On
Yeah.
that boat. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucked
That
up.
dude's name was Nick.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
What a name.
I was like, I would
Can't
love
trust
to-
him.
Yeah, he moved to Louisiana and became an art dealer.
Mm.
It's like, how you just walk into that?
That's a wild movie.
Can I be an art dealer?
You could be.
You could
Is
do
that
it.
our movie of the week? Are we going with that? Double Jeopardy?
I don't know enough about it. He'd have to speak on
I
that
was
this
gonna say you'd
week.
have to speak on that, I think. River Wild, I've still got it on my list. I haven't
The
watched
old
it
one?
yet. Yeah.
Yeah, with Kevin Bacon, that's a good
Yeah.
one. I used
watched-
to always get compared to Kevin Bacon back when I had shorter hair and it was blonde.
Okay.
He was my
I
doppelganger.
believe you.
Yeah,
I guess.
Kevin Bacon.
I
They
can
used
see
to-
that actually a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
see it
telling the
a little
truth. For once, I'm telling the truth. For once.
For I've been watching
For once, I'm not stretching it.
Framed for the murder of her husband, Livy Parsons, Ashley Judd,
nice.
survives the long years in prison with 2 burning desires sustaining her.
Vengeance.
Finding her son and solving the mystery that destroyed her once happy life.
Killing that motherfucker.
Standing between her and her guest. However, is her parole officer, Travis Lehman, Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, yeah. Tommy Lee.
cast.
Anytime Tommy Lee's in a movie is good.
Libby possesses a challenge to the cynical officer, one that forces him to face up to his own feelings while pitting himself against his superiors and law enforcement colleagues. Released on September 24th, 1999. See also, Along Came a
I
Spider.
need to see that.
I like whenever you get excited about stuff, and you even do this when you do plays and stuff, because I've rehearsed with you, is you get this higher cadence in your voice. It's like this.
He kind of turns into like a weatherman or something.
He kind of turns into Michael Buffer.
I kind of want to be like a 1940s radio.
Oh, what do you say, meow? What do you say?
Yeah,
Come on now. He's rounding first.
Hey,
Going to second,
everybody.
meow.
Speaking of movies, real quick, y'all have y'all seen the trailers for Gladiator 2?
Yeah, what do you
No.
think? Denzel's in it?
Denzel.
Yeah.
What's he do?
He's like the emperor.
I got no.
He plays Marcus Aurelius.
Y'all
He's a
remember,
black
hey,
man.
After Jesus got,
That-
after
see,
Jesus
that's my
died,
issues.
Wait, after Jesus died, it was this is. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
I
Well,
can't.
so just black men in Rome in general is not correct
At all.
It's not
They were in
correct.
Africa. They were in Egypt.
Alright.
And
This is
there's
what I'm gonna say.
rhinoceros battles also in the
Yes,
movie.
which would never happen.
Would have never happened. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Like, what is
After-
it? We're just
okay.
turning every fucking historical
Into some
movie
wild shit.
into Fast and the Furious
Yeah.
12.
Yeah.
Like, that's everything.
I won't watch it.
Oh, I for sure won't. Like,
Yeah.
And I got no problems.
I like the old one too much too, or the
Yeah,
original.
I got no problems with it, but like if you're making a movie based on Rome, like just
Well, in the second
stick
one,
with
Russell
it.
Crowe's character would be who Denzel Washington is.
Exactly.
So how does that work out?
Yeah.
You know what
Just
I
turn
mean?
Black.
I guess so. Age, he got older and
Age,
turned
you
black.
just Tanned so much. and all
Times
that
was
time.
hard back
Is
then.
Russell Crowe not in it?
No,
No.
it's also 20. That movie came out in
Disgusting.
2000, I think 2002 or some
Such a
shit.
good movie,
I
though.
would.
That's
Anytime it's
gross.
on, I watch it.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, that and I watched The Departed the other
Troy?
day. And Troy's good.
Departed.
Departed. The fucking Departed.
Troy. I miss those. Like whatever time period that is. There
Wait.
was a lot of movies came out.
The early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s,
Say
there were
Departed?
some bangers.
Departed was pretty.
2006
I'm
probably.
talking about Gladiator and Troy and all that.
Well, that's about the same time.
Yeah, it's about the same
Yeah.
time.
No, I'm talking about that time period in history.
Oh,
Oh,
ancient
oh,
times.
oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Like the Trojan horse and Alexander the Great and all that shit.
Trojan
What other
Horse.
movies? 300.
300
Another
would be
one.
another one.
What's the other ones you're trying to think of? 300. Troy.
Kingdom of Heaven. Be
I'm not
another
familiar
one.
with that one.
Exodus, Gods and Kings is another one.
Vaguely familiar.
Gods of Egypt is another one.
I've been into Viking stuff.
Oh,
the
that's
last couple
yeah.
years.
There's a good show on Netflix called
Oh,
Vikings
yeah.
and
there's a
Is it Valhalla?
there's a comedy called
Norseman.
Norseman.
Yeah, I've
that
watched
is
it. It's
good.
silly.
It is
Like when they go
funny.
jump off the cliff, it's like I don't want to do this.
Yeah,
I'm not jumping off this
or-
cliff.
I haven't seen that.
The clan leader's little brother likes watching people poop, so
Yeah.
he dug a tunnel underneath.
So he can
the
watch
toilet
people
So he
shit.
can watch people poop.
Entertainment. I was thinking today, like what people used to do before we had like books, like because back in the day, like you
Think
might
they
have
just
one
used to rape.
book, like one book per household. Like there wasn't just books or like literature out there. There wasn't TV. There wasn't magazines. There wasn't like
Animals.
games.
Bestiality.
I guess. I guess you just
Incest.
worked until you fucking dark and you went to sleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was probably a lot of it, and you talk
Slaves.
to people.
You stay
I
up,
guess.
play cards maybe or something like that.
Cards. They had cards.
Yeah, play Uno. Play a lot of Uno and Face
A
10.
lot of Uno.
Face 10. Rook. They played Rook.
What's the left, right, center?
Yeah, left, right, center. That's like
Twister.
they got my gambling shit. When I played that back in the holidays, dude, I was on fire.
Dude, that's what my family.
I lost
plays
all
left,
my
right,
money.
center.
I got up and lost it all.
I was gonna say my family plays it like every time we all.
That
get
is a
together.
fun game.
I cleared the.
Tried to talk them into putting 20s down.
We did fives,
garage.
and I was like, Chrissy was like, "You got to stop. Christmas is coming up."
I've never got them. I've never got them above $1 so far.
We were doing fives, and I got up, and then I felt good. I had that dopamine kicked in. I was like, let's go again. Run it
Dude,
back.
I think it was. I don't know if it was this past Easter. I think it was this past Easter. I went and played some, and I literally was the second person in 2 times in a row. So like I got second place 2 times in a row.
Yeah,
so
that
I didn't win
sucks.
any. You don't win anything for second
You're
place.
just first loser.
Yeah. Left, right,
You just
center
get pissed off.
Yeah. It was so dumb.
Yeah, I was already calling my sister a bitch and everything else before the night was over with. I was like, fuck this game, dude. Oh, fuck all y'all.
Nobody likes you.
Yeah, it's this game. Your house sucks.
I cleared the garage at my uncle's house when we were playing left, right, center from the deviled eggs.
Oh, dude, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I can't eat them things.
Cleared it.
Man.
Cleared it. It was just me and my cousin just sitting there laughing, belly laughing. Everybody else
They're
left.
called deviled eggs for a reason.
I went to a 4th of July cookout with deviled eggs the other day.
Oh, it was so hot.
How do you feel about deviled
Like
eggs?
outside?
95 degrees.
Oh my god,
The
dude.
food was inside.
Okay.
We
Well,
went
you're
Thursday,
fine.
dude.
You're
And we,
fine with that.
It was good.
I'm never outside, and we were outside for like 7 hours Thursday, and it was the hottest day of the year so far. Dude, Friday, I didn't even know who the fuck I was. I was like rehabilitating from like my whole face was dry. I got sunburned and all sorts of shit.
That
That's
rocks for
terrible.
deviled
It
eggs.
sucked.
Good
That one's for
rock.
deviled eggs.
Good deviled egg rock.
Good deviled egg rock.
Devil
I didn't
went
even
down
do
to
anything.
Georgia.
I went out. I went to. Me and Haley went to like a Star Trek Farms and watched some
Some fireworks.
Yeah, they just had like a barbecue place to eat.
That was
at.
Reba's old home place.
Is that what that is?
That was her horse farm. That was Reba McIntyre's horse farm.
I mean,
That's what
It's
that
on
is.
109, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on one.
Yeah.
It's nice out there. They got
It's
they got
nice out
the
there.
little A-frame little houses, like one-room A-frame houses. I've never stayed in them. They just look cute,
A
I
little
guess.
campground.
Didn't Ernest live down in Tennessee somewhere too? The guy that played
Small town.
Ernest,
It might have been
Steve.
Gallatin.
Ernest?
Yeah, the dude that played Ernest, like Ernest Goes to
He might have
Camp.
claimed Gallatin.
Where's that guy's name?
Jim Varney.
Yeah.
I think he was from down that way too. I could be wrong. Dude, I loved those movies growing up.
There
Oh,
was a
me too.
youth minister in Bowling Green who was the fat kid on Ernest Goes to Camp.
Oh, that's cool.
And I don't know his name.
No, he was born in Lexington, Kentucky, 1949. Died
He loved DeLoreans.
February 10th, 2000, White House, Tennessee. So pretty close to
Yeah. He loved those old DeLorean cars. He had one of the biggest private collections of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Mhm.
I like that guy a lot, too. I think Ernest does Halloween or something.
Oh, you know where he got his start? He made a commercial for Beach Bend Amusement Park.
That's cool.
Yeah, and they had the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
Damn, they
In the
spent some
commercial with
money
him.
back then,
Yeah.
didn't they? They was really pushing Beach
Well,
Bend.
Cocaine.
the guy that built Beach Bend, his first name was Dallas.
Oh, okay.
So he just automatically gets the Cowboys.
He
to go out
threatened
there?
me one time.
Did he?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Me and my cousin
God.
made a bunch of wet paper towel balls in the bathroom
Yeah.
and at the racetrack, and we're throwing them at each other.
Hell yeah.
And then somebody ratted on us.
Damn.
And if you lose a race, you have to go buy back your entry fee. You have to buy back in. And we went up there and he said, "I'll slash these fucking seats on this golf cart if y'all ever make a mess in my bathroom again."
Damn, dude.
Yes, sir.
You probably didn't give a fuck. You're like, whatever.
Oh, I was terrified. No, I was terrified.
What a
Yeah.
loser.
Nick don't like confrontation
I
at
bet
all.
that guy's not alive.
No, he's dead.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah,
He
fuck
bought,
you.
he bought the pirate ship from Neverland Ranch from Michael Jackson.
Neverland Ranch is about to be burnt down in wildfires in California, by the way. Speaking of Neverland
I
Ranch.
wonder if that's
Oh, it's about to burn up that whole area. They've got people like fire trucks around Neverland Ranch trying to save it.
I saw a thing a couple weeks ago.
Like they're trying to bury something.
exactly.
The corporation that runs his estate is excluding his children. Like they're not going to be able to get any more money.
Same with Prince. I wonder what's in
Michael
Prince's
Jackson.
little places.
Huh?
I wonder what's in Prince's place.
I don't know.
I know there's a
He
basketball
seemed like
court.
a good dude.
Yeah. And Coolio, too. Was
But
it him
Prince,
that died?
Prince and
DMX did.
Yeah. Earl Scruggs Jr.
Oh, okay.
That's his real name.
Prince and
Don't
another
dead name him.
another older black piano player. I can't remember who it was. Actually played Obama.
Ray Charles?
I don't think it was Ray Charles. Played Obama's like
Stevie Wonder?
$65,000 hot dog.
I bet it was
pizza
Stevie
party.
Wonder.
Let me look it
Hot
up.
dog pizza party.
Yeah, he had a hot dog. pizza party.
$65,000 worth of hot dogs. Was Joey Chestnut there eating them for everybody?
No, he wasn't. But he did host a quote unquote private event that supposedly we didn't pay for.
In Martha's Vineyard.
No, at the White House.
Damn.
And,
The People's House.
And,
Our house in the middle of the street. Our house.
Is that Talking Heads?
I don't know.
I think it's
don't
Talking
know.
Heads.
But yeah, he did some kind of party, and I know that Prince played it. I don't remember.
Party.
Bing bong. I'm not
Take your
gonna
pants
look,
off.
It's fine. Y'all can look it up. If
I
you
love
want.
parties.
Well, there's probably going to be a big party in October.
I used to party hard.
Wedding.
Oh,
Who's getting wedded?
It's my wedding.
sounds terrible.
I don't believe that for a second.
Okay.
I believe you.
We'll see.
You ain't never lied to
Live
me.
action.
You might be full of shit, but you ain't never lied to me.
No.
That's a fact.
All right. Well, you heard it.
I
here
believe
first.
you. You heard it here first, guys.
Thanks for being so excited for me.
Dude, I just don't want to see you go down that path again of marriage.
I found the sweetest woman that's ever been.
But I'm like,
in my life.
I'm anti everything, so
Yeah,
you
I
can't
was gonna say,
listen to
You just kind of
me.
hit us
We
with
know.
that out of nowhere right now. I still think you're joking, but we'll.
If it's
we'll
not
move
this couch,
past it.
Josh is nervous.
I'm not nervous. I just don't like people, so I don't go out.
Well, I'm about to force you into a social situation.
That and I'm sober now, so about everywhere I go, there's alcohol. So I
Hey,
just
we
say
got
I'm not
those
going.
fucking little lapel pins. We've already talked about
Yeah.
this. We're going to be going around.
We need to get
like-
some real pins
Oh, we've already
made.
talked about this. We're
Yeah.
going to go around and like.
Yeah,
talk to
we're gonna
everybody.
MC it.
I'm going to be fucking lit up.
I'm gonna ask some real questions to
Yeah.
people,
Oh, we're
not
gonna be-
like about the wedding, like
we're gonna
about
be drilling
like
people.
real shit. Like, what do you think about the 433 people captured
Oh,
in
it's
the
in
mine?
October too. That's before the election. I'll just
Yeah.
start asking people fucking political
Oh,
questions.
there's gonna be so many Democrats there.
Ask them which side they're on.
Hey, who the
So
fuck you
many
voting for?
Democrats
Good.
You voting for Dr. Jill Stein?
Still
Green
Stein.
Party?
Yeah, Green Party. Yeah.
Let's go. I was actually watching a Pierce Morgan interview today, and
She still, dude. She runs like every time, doesn't
yeah,
she?
yeah, she does. And there's a if
I
there's
was a Ralph Nader guy.
if
Yeah.
I would Ralph Nader
Ross
was the
Perot was the
legit.
shit.
So same with Ron Paul.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, for sure.
I was watching an interview today with Pierce Morgan, and had Crystal from Crystal and Sagar Breaking Points.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know about that, look it up. It's a really good place.
He's not looking.
Crystal is a Democrat. Sagar is conservative. So it's neat watching them like talk about events. And Crystal, who is a diehard Democrat, is like.
What's
she-
her last?
she-
Crystal Ball? Is that right? I think it's Ball.
Oh, that's
Probably
ridiculous.
is.
I think
But
it
she
is.
was she's like she's jumped ship on
They used to be on the
Biden
heel.
like a year ago pretty much, and she was on this thing today talking about politics or whatever, and she was like, I'm not voting for Trump and I'm not voting for Biden, I'm going to vote for Dr. Jill Stein. And immediately everybody else in the panel was like, well, we ain't got to listen to this bitch no more. Because shit, this gal runs every year, gets like 1.3% of the votes because she does no campaigning whatsoever.
Yeah, that's
but-
her name, Crystal Ball.
Crystal Ball, yep.
Yeah.
She's cute too.
Crystal Ball, though. Out of all the names you could have.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that
There was a
didn't.
game show on Nickelodeon back in the day. I forgot what it was called, but the host was Summer Winter. was her name. And
Yeah,
then
I
she
remember
got
that.
married.
Yeah.
She got married, and her new name was Summer Summers.
Oh
God.
my god.
Yeah,
She was like a ex-Olympic swimmer or some shit. I think so.
maybe.
Yeah.
But this was a game show where normal kids would come on, and they would be the subject, if you say, and then
Subject.
guest host would be on there like Keenan Thompson, Lori Beth
Kale.
Goldberg, and Kale from
Yeah.
like all that, or whatever Nickelodeon shows, and
Yeah.
then they would have to guess this
Them
kid's
poor
special
kids.
talent. And like I remember one girl would make a bowl of cereal in her mouth. She would put the cereal in there, put the milk,
I
and then her
remember
dog
that.
would come and lick it out.
Yes.
Like eat the
Ate
cereal
it.
out of her mouth.
That's
I'm
pretty
just-
fucked up.
I'm just getting over food poisoning, and that
Yeah, that's
just
gross.
makes me want to throw up a little bit. And I haven't thrown up in like a.
12 hours?
This
Give or
morning
take.
I got close.
Yeah.
Dry heaved a little
I
bit.
can't
this
tell you
morning.
last time I threw up. It's probably been
Dude,
years.
so it was funny. And so, like, Saturday night, I was actually talking to Haley about, like, I was just like, I haven't thrown up. I was like, there was, like, one time, like, a year and a half ago or so, that I had, like, this, like, a beef jerky and a Gatorade one morning. And there's had to
For
have been
breakfast?
yeah.
Okay.
Pretty normal breakfast. For,
That's nice.
pretty normal breakfast for a road dog.
I guess so. I guess.
And I mean, I've done it.
Yeah.
I had done it a million times.
Raw dog, you're cold.
Are you a cowboy?
I've done it a million times
moving
before.
cattle?
And I don't. It was like 10 minutes after I got that fucking beef stick down. I pulled into a dealership in Lebanon, Tennessee, where I live
Shit
now.
everywhere.
No, I just threw up all over a
Beef
brand.
jerky and Gatorade. First thing on your stomach in the
I
morning.
threw up all over a brand new Mustang. Like it was like 9 o'clock in the morning. I tossed chunks all over a Mustang, and
First thing in the morning.
I just pulled out and went elsewhere. After that, I didn't tell nobody about it.
This rock protects me from food poisoning.
Dude, I tell you, this is the first time I'd ever had like food poisoning that like Sunday. I legit didn't wake up until 2 in the afternoon.
I know. When I talked to you on the phone, I was worried about you. I looked at Christy. I said, we might need to call in the daggum coroner. He sounds rough.
Honey, call the coroner.
Call the damn coroner.
and then, I guess I threw up a few more times that day or whatever, and then yesterday, I worked, but barely.
He showed up.
I was there.
He wouldn't turn the world on fire or nothing.
I was there, and then I spent all day today playing catch up from doing nothing.
Playing video
yesterday.
games.
Call me clocked in.
Yeah, I'm clocked in.
yeah, it was rough. Either way, food poisoning sucks. Fuck you, Taco
Yeah.
Bell.
Well, play.
Okay.
What do they say? Play silly games, win stupid prizes.
I know, and so usually my deal, and I was actually talking about how good that Taco Bell. It was like the biggest.
It's always the
burritos.
good shit that gets you, dude.
It was the biggest burritos, like most filled I've ever got from there. They tasted.
You mean you didn't
so
fart
good.
and was hungry again after? I always eat there and I'm stuffed and I fart and I'm hungry again.
Yeah,
You know what?
I started feeling it.
I think old man Kellogg was right. I think we just need to start eating oatmeal with no
Dude,
seasoning.
I eat
no
cornflakes and sourdough bread every morning. That's what I eat every day.
Oatmeal.
sugar free.
Cornflakes and sourdough bread. I don't eat
Okay.
oatmeal. Oatmeal's got too much fiber in it.
Oat
that's
milk?
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oat milk.
No, I use lactose-free milk, cow's milk, but it's
I'm
lactose-free.
lactose.
Like
I'm
Lactaid, like
intolerant.
Lactaid.
Was it cow's milk?
It's
still?
cow's milk, but it takes the lactose enzyme out. Yep.
Enzymes.
It still fucks you up if you drink a lot of it, if you're lactose intolerant, because it's still got to have a little bit in it. There ain't no way.
We're coming to the end of this episode, coming to a close. I'm talking about some real boring stuff, but I'm pretty sure I'm gluten intolerant these days. Hey, I can't drink a
The
beer.
white man's grain.
Yeah, I can't drink beer anymore without
Gluten.
getting like a.
The white man's grain.
I can't drink a beer without getting like a crazy headache anymore.
Whenever I used to drink like
Like-
Blue Moon or like Shock Top that was high in wheat content, my lips and shit would swell up.
I haven't had that. It's the headaches. That's
You
been
know what
getting me.
you know what the difference between testosterone and hormones is?
What's that?
You can't hear testosterone moan.
All right. Well, this has been
All right.
fine by me.
Fine by me.
We appreciate y'all listening.
Love
Please
y'all.
like, share, and hit that like button.
Subscribe, hit that bell or
Please hit that
something.
like button, dude.
God.
You help us, we'll help you, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Love y'all, baby.
Bye.